Kuyang is one of the most well-known legends among the people of Kalimantan, Indonesia. Creature is depicted as a monstrous female figure, known for her ability to detach her head from her body and fly away with her internal organs dangling. Stories about Kuyang are often filled with mystical elements, horror, and even moral messages, deeply rooted in the oral traditions of local communities. Kuyang legends are believed to originate from the Dayak people of Kalimantan. Kuyang is generally depicted as a woman who practices black magic, gain eternal strength and beauty. Those who become Kuyang are usually shamans or witches who have learned high levels of occult knowledge. According to mythology, a woman who wants to become a Kuyang must perform certain rituals and make a pact with supernatural being. In return, she will gain strength and the ability to maintain her beauty. However, as a consequence, she must feed on the blood of newborn babies or fetuses to maintain her powers. This makes the Kuyang a very feared figure, especially by pregnant women and families who have just had a baby. Kuyang is generally depicted as a beautiful woman during the day who is able to interact normally with others. However, when night falls, she will transform into a hideous creature with her head separated from her body, flying with her internal organs hanging out. While flying, the Kuyang will look for its prey, which are newborn babies or pregnant women. To protect themselves from Kuyang, traditional people often use a variety of methods, such as sprinkling onions and garlic around the house, hanging red cloth, or placing sharp objects such as nails around doors and windows. These objects are believed to repel the Kuyang because they are afraid of the smell of onions or sharp objects. Kuyang has similarities with mystical creatures from other cultures in Southeast Asia, such as Penanggalan from Malaysia and Krasue from Thailand. Both creatures are also described as women who can separate their heads from their bodies and fly in search of human blood. These similarities show the crisscrossing cultural influences among Southeast Asian societies, especially when it comes to belief in mystical creatures. The legend of the Kuyang has not only survived in oral tradition, but has also made its way into popular media. In recent years, Kuyang have appeared in movies, soap operas, and horror stories written in books or published online. The appearance of Kuyang in popular culture shows that these legends are still relevant and interesting to modern society. Films and stories about Kuyang often focus on the horror aspect of the creature, emphasizing the horrors brought by the flying head with its dangling internal organ. In some modern adaptations, Kuyang is also depicted as a tragic creature, a woman trapped in a curse and trying to escape her destiny. From a scientific point of view, Kuyang can be seen as a representation of society's collective fear of things that cannot be explained or controlled. Belief in creatures such as Kuyang may also be a form of social control, especially in safeguarding the morality and behavior of women in traditional societies. On the other hand, the story of Kuyang can be seen as a reflection of gender injustice in society. The women portrayed as Kuyang are symbolic of women who try to go beyond the boundaries set by social norms, whether in terms of beauty, strength, or knowledge. The punishment they receive in the form of transformation into mystical creatures shows the social sanctions for those who defy or reject these norms. Although Kuyang stories are better known in Kalimantan, belief in these mythical creatures also exists in other parts of Indonesia, such as in Java and Sumatra, with different variations. Local communities have special rituals to protect themselves from Kuyang, especially for pregnant women and newborn babies. One ritual that is still practiced is to keep the house bright at night, especially in the living room and bedroom. In addition, loud noises, such as banging on a pot or bucket, are believed to scare the Kuyang away. Kuyang is a symbol of how traditional beliefs and mythology can survive in modern society. Although seemingly just folklore, Kuyang legends contain deeper meanings, relating to fear, social control, and gender injustice. With the emergence of Kuyang in popular culture, the myth lives on and becomes part of Indonesia's rich cultural heritage. Ultimately, the story of Kuyang is not only a reminder of the power and mystery of the supernatural world, but also a reflection of how society views the role of women, beauty, and science in a broader context. Mystical creatures like Kuyang teach us that folklore is an important part of cultural identity, which continues to evolve and adapt to the times without losing its original essence and meaning.